right, so while we're out on this backcountry road and it's easier to just have a conversation without worrying about people passing and rain flying, one thing that we've been talking about on this trip is making sure that we're keeping it health conscious. So over the last 4 months or so, James and I have been paying a bit more attention to our food and our activity and trying to just stay in shape and feel good about being in our bodies. And we've each lost about, 10 to 20 pounds or something?
I think you have lost more. But yes, essentially we
I haven't lost 20. I've lost maybe 15 or so.
Yeah, we've lost enough to kind of feel equilibrium again, I guess is the best way to say it.
Because we put on some weight through the pandemic and then just through trips to Disney and stuff like that.
And quite honestly, I think everyone can relate. When you get married and it's nothing against my wife and whatnot. You sometimes just realize you don't necessarily always have to primp and be pretty and do all the things to make you desirable. Even though totally a wrong way to think about it, because you should want to make your partner still have that to you, and
we do, and I think you're beautiful,
of course. But I think everyone can relate to, over time with your partner, there's something you love about them, and the way they look isn't the most important aspect anymore. And so it's very easy to get caught up in that and just let loose on food and not working out anymore.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and it adds up and you don't realize it, and one day you're like, ugh, I feel gross.
But since we've gotten a good handle on it, we have a goal of not letting it slip back into that. And one place that we really do find that it does slip back is with our Disney trips, because even though we're walking a lot, 30,000 steps a day, we're also indulging on food. And then when we get back, I don't know if anyone else can relate, we get into this phenomenon of just not doing anything and being really lazy afterwards.
Taking a vacation from our vacation.
Totally. Yeah. So this time we've set the goal to be a little bit more health conscious. So what do you think you want to do for yourself?
So for me personally, if you don't know, I have colitis. And so it's basically an autoimmune where, I get inflamed internally. There's no rhyme or reason to it. They don't really know what causes it, but I do have to get bi-monthly infusions to kind of keep it at bay, and it's been really great ever since I've had to do that. I guess it's been about a year now.
Yeah.
But yeah, for me, when I eat a lot of sweets or deep fried or pizza and stuff, is when I still kind of feel it even with that. So really what I'm going to try to, my big thing while I'm at Disney is really just going to be portion controlling.
Yeah. And for me, I eat all the sweets and I don't have that instant reaction of you can instantly see it in my face or in my body, but I can definitely gradually notice my weight going up over time. And the more that I have some of those sweets and fast food and stuff, the more that I crave it. Whereas if I'm eating a little bit healthier, I find that it's easier to stay eating healthy, following an 80-20 rule. I still do have sweets and junk, don't get me wrong. I love my sweets. But I'm able to sort of portion control as well and just keep it a little bit more lean and lots more veggies and things like that. So for me, and my workouts are usually cardio based. James is more of the weightlifter and he lifts really heavy. I do not. If I'm gonna add weights to my workout, oh, look at these trees. It's so pretty right now.
Squirrel.
Glitter. So yeah, I do cardio, and if I do add weights, it's gonna be the little 2-pound hand weights with my bike rides or something like that. So workouts are gonna be just walking around the parks, but my intention is to portion control a little. We'll split meals a little bit more, as long as it's not table service, because I find that I don't know if you're allowed, but I also just find it rude to maybe split a table service meal when like someone's serving you. So I won't do that.
And when people are trying to get reservations and all that, like showing up and kind of taking the spot of many for one meal, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, whenever we do sit downs, we definitely like, you know, Disney's really great that if worst comes to worst, you just take it home with you. They give you to-go stuff, and you just take it home.
And so that's actually another thing that we did. In the back here, we have a pile of Tupperware and Ziploc bags because I still want to have my Disney dream trip. And so this time we're doing Festival of the Holidays at Epcot for the first time. And I want to do the cookie stroll, but I don't want to eat 5 or 6 different cookies in one day. So
well, I want to. My body just isn't happy with me if I do.
Yeah. So like, well, we brought the Tupperwares and we'll save them. We'll have a bite of each of them and we'll bring them to see our families, or we'll eat them on later parts of our vacation. But I don't need to eat all 5 all at once. So we're going to try out this strategy, and I'd love to know from you guys, from whoever's watching here, do you do anything particular for your health and wellness while you're at Disney? Is this something that you focus on, or do you just allow yourself like the freedom, but are you able to get it on track afterwards? Like, just tell me.
How do you do that?
Yeah, I'd love to know that too.
The motivation, all that stuff.
Yeah.
If you make a schedule, if you and your partner do accountability things, or you and your whomever else, siblings.
Yeah,
parents,
whoever you're with.
Yeah.
So yeah, let us know, if you think we'll succeed, and we'll let you know at the end of this trip. Maybe
You'll probably see.
Yeah.
Like, I mean,
on the road trip home, you'll see whether we're like really puffy faced and swollen, or if we stuck to our goals.
Yeah, actually, and I'm kind of the opposite of Cate. If I eat a bunch of stuff, you'll see it on my face almost instantly. I put on a lot of my, like, externally. I forgot the body type that's called. I know there's 3 different types.
I don't know.
Yeah, they're like mesomorph and ectomorph, and there's one other one. I don't know exactly which one I am, but I know I'm the one that puts it on the outside. And you can definitely see, like, if I eat a piece of cake, I actually do get a bit of inflammation under my chin, and it lasts like maybe a couple hours or something, but for me it's almost like an instantaneous thing you see on me. But yeah, we want to know other people's strategies, because we're looking for anything to, you know, motivate us, help us, and
yeah, so let us know. And we are about to take another country road here. We're slowly making our way back to 95.